Hi, I'm Mad Cat, and welcome to Infestation Zombie Ripoff, or Infestation Survivor Story, as it would prefer to be known. This game was released quite a while ago as DayZ, it was released as Warzy, not to be confused with DayZ, which by all accounts is a flower. Sorry, by all accounts is a reasonably good zombie survival game. Now, I've made a character already, just to have a quick look, but we're going to be going through the whole process from scratch. First of all, sorry boys and girls, this is a white and token Asian apocalypse only. I did look at these guys just to see if maybe, there's alternate skins if you didn't want to be white, but there aren't. Now, I don't know if these classes have any actual mechanical effect, or if it's just skins. Fuck knows what he's supposed to be. These are unlockable characters. They seem to be it, or are there more below them? Nope, this seems to be it for characters. Oh no, we've got one last guy. Hey, I was wrong. You can unlock the black guy. I didn't see this guy before when I was looking at the game. I didn't realize that this thing went down. So yes, we've got a very white-centric survival zombie apocalypse thing going on here. Anyway, we're going to remake the mechanic again because I actually think she doesn't look too bad. Can't zoom in on character creation. You don't seem to be able to spin her round or anything. Go all super patriotic in your costume choices. So as far as customization is going, we're on about a par with the Eastern games. Okay, now that we've got our survivor, you'll notice that they share the same picture here, despite not looking the same. Maybe that's just their class. We've got our inventory. Here we have inventory items that have been obtained by the person who gave me this account. We've got some things in our quick slots. You need food. Last time I played this, I gave my girl some weapons and then she died and we lost them. So we're just going to go with having a bat. Probably a flashlight in case it gets dark. Because when you die, you lose everything. So we're going to have a hat. No, I found a hat before. Okay, so and obviously food and drink are important. We've got some bandages, that's good this time. I've also got a skill tree, which you can buy abilities in later. You need quite a lot of experience to buy things. This tree hasn't been made at all, and there's not really much in the way of character customization. Change name. Ready. Play game up here. Play game. I'm going to go to an official server. We're going to pick Europe. Now, I believe each server can hold about 200 people. If you do your basic maths, you'll see there's not really more than enough. If you do some basic maths, you'll see there's only really enough players for about 5-6 servers. We're going to pick this one, because it's only got 7 people in. Apparently PKing is a bit of a problem on the more populated servers. And now we have the load time from hell. Another thing that made this game infamous on its first launch is that a lot of its promo art, instead of being original, was actually photoshopped up pictures of members of the public from zombie walks. So it was made as a quick cash-in to the popularity of zombie genres, apparently 4 months between announcement to launch. You can see how that led to a quality game. Most of the features it was supposed to ship with were initially, or in fact even now, not available. And it's got a really nasty cash shop. As soon as I make it to a Survivor Enclave, I'll show you the shop. Actually, I think I could have shown you it in character gen, but let's look at the game first. Right, fortunately, we've loaded in daylight. Let's look around. No, we can't look around at our girl. Annoyance is that most games, when you make the game window smaller, they don't make your chat box smaller. In this case, the chat box has been reduced to tiny, unreadable. But since I'm not really intending to communicate with other members of the game, that's probably not a problem. I have apparently connected to a voice server, so if I do see people, I'll probably try and talk to them. Hello, world. I don't know whether that actually did anything. Right, up there in the top right, you'll see a little blokey surrounded by green. That's our zombie alertness meter. Down at the bottom left is our health level with our food and water level and various other health icons like bleeding, disease, and so on. The orange bar that's currently going down is the stamina bar. The wilderness is lonely. You've got all the sounds of animals and stuff, but there aren't actually any animals about. Look at this jumping animation. Look, try and jump like that in real life. You just smash your knees on landing. You've also got a bunch of copy-pasto rocks all over the place. Let's go check a map. Yeah, this has actually become unreadable since I swapped it down. We're here. Let's see what happens when we go to the edge of the map, and if it's nothing, we'll head off to this Castle Pine settlement. The reason I turned the resolution down is so that the recordings don't take up an insane amount of room on my hard drive. Even at 1280 by 720, we're running at a gig a minute. Yeah, so we've got quite a long way to go. Nothing in these rocks, no stashes, no animals. It seems a bit of a weird thing that in a game where you've got food and stuff and water as being a key survival thing, you don't have any animals to hunt. Especially that we're in a wilderness, not a town. Though as I understand it, there are some towns on the map if we go around here. Let's see what's at the edge of the map. Looks like we've got quite a bit of time before it gets dark, so we're okay there. God, we've still got a long way to go. Okay, look at, here's our combat, our fighting animations. And our aiming. You can crouch. No, sorry, that brings you into first person view. It's shift to run, control to crouch. I'm sure there was a key for moving your view over the other your aiming thingy over the other shoulder. Maybe I'm thinking of a more competent game there. Camera seems resolutely glued to your back, which is fair enough in a survival game. If you want to sort of get that view of claustrophobia and so on going on. And we'll get back to you when I find something to kill or hit the end of the map. I'm guessing there's going to be a rock slide blocking me from doing anything. We're nearly there. These rocks just pasted to the side of the mountain. I wonder if they become better if we get close. Probably not. It's shit. That's what it is. Oh yeah, looks like a roadblock up ahead. I wonder if it'll be manned or zombied. Ah yes, roadblock and fences, because we couldn't possibly climb over that bit of hills. However, it's not actually manned. So theoretically, there wouldn't actually be anything to stop us there, except this invisible wall that we're running up against. Next stop. We're going to go to the Castle Pine settlement. There's this grass popping up just meters in front of us. In a way, I suspect this is what a zombie apocalypse might be like, a mostly silent and empty world. Let's just go and look at these trees. Look at this shit. The branches are not modelled. This sort of shit hasn't been acceptable in close-range scenery since the early 2000s. Look at it. You know, up there, scenery up there, it's fine up there. Nobody's going to get there except, you know, it's really low the alpha masks are ridiculously low resolution and crap. But here in scenery, I can see and theoretically hit entirely unacceptable. And for flowers, it's fine for flowers, but not for things that are supposed to be solid. If you can't model the branches, just don't put them on. At least make them match the colour of the rest of the tree texture. Look at that shit. I have now been recording for 21 minutes. I have still seen nothing except myself. There are some other people on the server, as you can see from the global text on the left. The annoying birds have started their song. I thought I saw something, but it was just a graphical glitch. Now, perhaps this is an accurate representation of the population density of this area of Colorado, but it doesn't make for a very good zombie game. It's not even as if the scenery is particularly scenic, you know. You can't even pretend you're having a nice little hike in the woods. Got to say, you must be really glad that this isn't a long play format video, because I have done literally nothing except sit here with my finger pressing down the forward key for the past, let's see, my recording's up to about 30 minutes or so now. Scene 5 of that was character gen. So, yeah, I've done absolutely nothing except press the forward key for at least 25 minutes. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I dozed off. I was running into a tree. So, and you notice I've got a big shield with a cross on it. That means I'm now in the safe zone. I suppose this is one good thing about the game, is that the safe zones don't begin at the town gates. So in the event of, so PKers to have a much wider area they have to cover, because you aren't all being funneled in through one entrance as you enter the safe zone. I mean, not that I expect we'll actually ever meet anybody. So here we have one of the settlements. It seems to look pretty much the same as the other one I found. You've got big doors, you've got the entire settlement is raised, which is actually not a bad design idea. Because it looks like you've got raised gantries where all the huts and stuff are. Pardon, and then liftable drawbridges. So I guess in the event of the outer walls being breached, everybody would retreat up there, and the bridges would be raised. Of course, you've got something like the repair thing is here on the ground. My bat has been damaged. You use 1 GD. I think GD is actually the real money currency. Anyway, facilities you'll find in these areas are the bar, which is unfortunately not manned by an NPC, so you can't go and buy drinks and food for some bizarre reason. I guess you have to scavenge it. And for some reason, the only arcade game that survives in this nightmare world is an arcade game depicting a zombie apocalypse. I don't find that very plausible. I think you'd have some fruit machines, maybe a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire machine, but I don't think you'd have zombie survival shooters. Now we have the general store. At the general store, you can basically, I believe you buy GCs for real money, which you can then transform into pretend money. So I don't think you can do it here. I think you have to do it at the character select screen. You'll notice you can buy ammunition, but you can't buy guns. You can buy melee weapons. And you can buy some silly hats. That's just what I wanted. Don't know who Artemis Knives is or if I'm supposed to care. I see, so this hat I have to buy for real money. These ones I can buy with in-game money. Obviously you can buy food, but we can't buy food right now because we don't have any money unless we quit out and convert some of this money into that money. Same with medicine. You can buy medicine and stuff. Looks like these are recipes to buy to make weapons. Look at this. This is the cleaner recipe, which you buy for real money. If we just come out for a moment, here we have a quest to craft the cleaner. So if I wanted to do this quest, maybe I can get lucky and find a recipe, but it looks like what you're supposed to do is buy the recipe. To get food, we're going to have to go and find some zombies. Or rather, we're going to have to find a settlement, which means finding zombies. Let's eat our granola bar and drink our can of soda. There's a car here, but we can't drive it. I reckon our closest option for finding people, i.e. zombies, is going to be Sleepy Crest. It's going to be Folsdale over there. So that's where we're going to head. I am literally falling asleep playing this. There might be a failed settlement because there's lots of holes in the wall and my security shield hasn't popped up. Yep, so there we have our first zombies shambling around outside. Notice an FPS thing flashing in the background. It's probably not a good sign. Don't know what's making the FPS jerk like this. Can't possibly be there's two zombies there, can it? So there's two zombies. Let's show you the combat. Notice as I move, the zombies start being a bit more excited. They're not very observant. So here's combat. As long as I keep hitting the zombies, I'm safe. Of course, if it's more zombies, I'm fucked. And here I am, I'm dead and I've lost my bat. Good game. GG. And now it's crashed. The game doesn't actually do permadeath, but you do lose the gear you are carrying. Our character is in timeout for 18 minutes, so we'll swap to the other one. And, well, you might be saying, but Madcat, the server you joined was empty. You can't possibly give a fair assessment of the game in a server like that, so let's find a server with more people in. This one, EU server 12 with 40... this one, EU server 7 with 58 seems quite handy. Okay, EU server 7 with 58 people. Let's see if we have a slightly more interesting experience. Looks like a German server. We've appeared within viewing distance of a settlement, which is nice, I suppose. We are there, which is originally where I started the game. Let's see if there's any actual players there. What I do know is from my previous game is up there, there's a little farm, which is where the zombie puncher video was taken, in case you're curious. Exactly the same bar as before. The only zombie game where being eaten by the zombies is actually a relief. Not even that dark. Why is it? With the sky, it's just not that dark. But no, the ground has gone so dark I can't see what's going on anymore. We're just going to depend on our zombie radar to let us know when we're alerting something. Can't use the digger. What we're going to do, we're going to hide on the tractor until morning. I'm going to stop recording until it becomes morning again, because just staring at a black screen isn't much fun. We're just going to sit on the tractor until morning and hope we don't starve. Right, it seems to be lighter and we're almost starting to die of thirst. So we're going to move on and see if we can find a drink in this barn. Oh, I find it a bit weird that there's no streams, no wells. There appears to be no way to get water, except in soft drinks. Woohoo, we've got a weapon again. And we've got a freeze. I don't know why we have a freeze. At least we've got a weapon. A power drill. That's got to be good for something, right? Stand up and stop moving and stop being in danger. Weird. Well, let's go and power drill this guy because I think I'm going to die soon. Sorry I can't show you this thrilling combat in daylight. Let's just run away now, because now there's too many to fight. And we've picked up a disease. Hooray, we're fucked. So, that was Infestation Survivor Stories. It has so far been the least fun game that I have played. That's right, RF Online was more fun than this. At least I got to kill something.